Okay, time for another video pepper update. It's pretty windy out today, so I apologize if you're getting a lot of wind noise on the video here, but anyway, let's get started. My Reaper has plenty of buds. I don't see any pods yet, but it's got a lot of flowers. You can see them all over, and plenty of other buds. It won't take long. Yeah, I don't see any pods yet, but they're not far behind. My first Thai dragon, I don't know what happened, but a bunch of the pods got all deformed. I don't know what the deal was, if they got too cold one night or what the deal is, but both of them are doing it, and they're the only ones that are doing it, so I don't know, but plenty of good pods up there too, you can see. There's the wind. Here's my second one, doing good. Plenty of good pods on there, and they've really been producing here in the last couple weeks. My Twilight is finally putting out pods. It took quite a while, longer than I thought, but finally is. You can see the purple. They start out with the yellowish white. You can see them all over. Plenty more coming too, but then they go through the color stages of orange and yellow and red and all the other colors, and a couple months from now that'll be really pretty. And then here's my Bolivian rainbow, and it's turning out to be just like I was hoping. You can see all these purple pods on here. Those are ripe ones, but you can see some of the, or those are the new pods. They're going to go through the color stages yet, but you can see some of the older ones down here. There's one that's just about perfectly ripe. It's orangish red. It'll probably get a little more red before it's totally ripe, but you can see some of the other color stages that I'll have on here pretty soon. But I still have the beautiful purple flowers and the nice dark foliage. That's going to look really cool too. Then you got all my Hungarian wax, and they're starting to finally put out some buds, and pretty soon I'll have some pods on them, but some nice buds on this one. They all have buds, but some aren't opening up yet. But they were started from store-bought starters, so they're ways behind everything else. So let's go back and check out the peppers in the above ground garden. Before we go back to the above ground garden, let's check out my watermelons. And this is the one I planted in ground in the mound, and see, it's in my mulch along the edge with the Russian sage around it. Anyway, it's doing really well. It's already got those little vine deals on it, and it's spreading out. The stems on these, before I planted them, they were looking pretty bad. You can see them on there. They look like they had that damping off fungus that peppers get, and I didn't think they were even, some of them were going to survive, but I planted them anyway, and I don't know, they're surviving just fine. So let's go back and check out the watermelons and peppers back there now. Okay, now we're in the backyard, and here's the watermelons that I planted in the container. And as you can see, they're doing real well too. They're getting ready to start lopping over the sides here, and I'm just going to let them do that and crawl around on the ground. I'll try to keep them a little bit constrained, but so I don't have to mow around too much stuff and weed too much, but they're doing just fine. Probably better than the ones in the mound. And let's move on to the above ground garden. And we might as well start this. My wife's rosemary, she made me grow this. I don't know why. I guess she wants to grind it up and dry it out and grind it up in the fall. Then I've got 4 hot bananas. This is one of them, and as you can see, it's already got a pod. Several more buds, blooms. But these things are really growing well. They were a little bigger when I got them at the garden center than the other ones, but man, they're really taking off. And here's another one that's got a pod. And you can tell these are hot bananas or some kind of banana versus the Hungarian wax, because if it was a Hungarian wax, that thing would be sticking up in the air instead of hanging down. So here we got a little pest. I don't know what the heck this guy is, but he's trying to build a cocoon inside that leaf there. We'll take care of him in a minute. Hot banana. Here's another hot banana. Also got a pod on it. Blooms and more buds. And the fourth one also has one pod. I guess that's the first node where the pods came out and they all set, so that's kind of cool. And several more buds. And it looks like one of those worms. Yep, see him in there? He's got that leaf all curled around him and sewn up. Anyway, it looks like I got another one on that plant like that. I don't know what kind of worms they are. But and we got one of the Hungarian wax I planted in here. I had one of those extra. I planted in here. It's doing just fine. At least as good as the ones in the containers, so that's good. This one here is a sweet banana. I've got several of those in here. I didn't really care to grow them, but I had bought them, and I didn't want to throw them out. And this one's doing terrible. I don't know if it's even going to make it. I may just pull it and give the other ones more room, but as you can see, I've got some more sweet banana in the back here, and they're doing fine. I don't think any have set any pods yet, but I don't think that'll be too far behind. And the last one there. And that's it.